going on? Attempt 4 of intro. I'm just gonna move on. The tears are real. Just gonna move on. I woke up next to Katsuki and Uku. Just like when we were kids. Cute. I go and grab some clothes and then head to where the girls' bathrooms are at. Take a quick shower and get changed and get ready for the day. I go back to my room to see Izuku and Katsuki were gone. They must have left. I fix my bed because they left it messy. Rude. I fix my bed from the lumpiness. And I go outside. I go straight to the kitchen and start my usual stuff. I hear an announcement come from an aircon? Don't mind the background noise. That was my dad, I'm sorry. From like an aircon? What? I hear a yelling voice, but I don't see anyone. Again, that's my dad, I'm so sorry. He's trying to be funny and do weird noises in the background. If you hear anything, I'm sorry. I looked around. I saw someone walk next to me. It was Jiro. Mr. Aizawa's calling us. Okay. When we got there, we all assembled, and apparently we were going to have a reporter report about us. Weird, but okay. Why us? I thought about it. No, we do have a lot of villain attacks that happen to this school, and we are normally the #1 class that always gets in trouble, so I guess that's why. Okay. While the reporter was there, he was very creepy. Looking around like he was on a mission rather than just taking some pictures and getting some information. We were eating breakfast, and I was sitting next to Katsuki. The man went up and took a picture of Katsuki, and then made 2 copies of it and handed one to me. Katsuki started yelling. I looked at the pictures. They were beautiful. I'm keeping this. Thank you, sir. This is a treasure. You're so pretty. Manly tears. I showed Kiri. Whoa, is that Bakubro? He looks so relaxed. I know, right? We started to mumble amongst ourselves while Katsuki was about to literally explode the entire building down. Time passed, and eventually the reporter left. Uku told me that he was an interesting guy. When I questioned him about it, apparently the man flat out guessed All Might's secret perfectly and told him he would keep it a secret. And that he was happy that he was, able to see his hero live on in someone else, and that his hero wasn't dead. At first, I thought maybe we need to create a little bit of amnesia and hopefully try to get that thought out of his brain when he wakes up. I'll get the bat. But Izuku told me it was fine. Does All Might think it's fine? He said it'll be alright as long as he doesn't break the promise. And if he does break the promise, that he can just clear it up. In a lying matter, right? I'm pretty sure. It's weird to hear that we have to allow All Might to lie. A bit. Another day passed, and Mr. Aizawa, starts class and is talking more about the work studies. I'm kind of excited. I think... But anyway, Mr. Aizawa said that basically our work studies were a more serious version of our internships, and they entail helping pro agencies on the streets and with investigations, and etc. etc. He kind of went on for a little bit until I was focusing, paying attention, and writing a couple notes down. I promise. Blink of innocence. But as he continued, he told us that he wanted to cancel. Huh? But I was already getting my numbers ready, and I was already, like, lining out choices I didn't want to check, and I already had, like, a whole pan flipped, and... what? He told us there was an alternate option. By the way, Katsuki jumped up in excitement from the fact that we weren't gonna take them. You're not making me any happier. I'm gonna pop your head off. Okay, sorry. Okay. But an alternate option was we were supposed to select a specific one that has a good rate of taking people in, or we probably won't be taken in. Well, that's scary. Okay, so I'll have to work better with my list. Secure a few ideas and try to see what I got. I did get a lot of offers from a lot of great heroes. Okay. This should be eventful. Oh, and by the way, when he said that there was an alternate option, Katsuki jumped up and yelled, "Damn it." Me and Izuku both turned around and tried to hold back our laughter at that. We shake our heads and then look back in front of us, even though it's incredibly hard to not laugh. Time skip to later. We were in the dorms at this point. Sorry. I called 27 agencies in 1 hour. All said no. Of course, my first call was to Storm. But she told me that she wasn't available because she stopped taking sidekicks recently. Why? Her office is overloaded with sidekicks, and she needs to increase the size of her building in order to have more offices and rooms for all the new employees. She's out of room, basically. She recommended a few people to me, but so far, absolutely none were available. Midori? Huh? Oh, hey, Kiri. You alright? You look stressed. I just called about 27 agencies and all of them turned me down. Really? That's weird. Either all of them were too compacted, or they just didn't have enough room, enough opportunities. One guy even told me that he didn't want to ruin my chances of being a good hero, so he told me not to go for his agency. Really? He said his rate was too low and that I should try going for a higher hero. That's just weird. Hey, I had actually thought of something. Huh? Remember, that Amajiki guy? Mm-hmm. I remember. It wasn't that long ago. Well, I was thinking about going to ask him for his agency. To go see if I can go talk to his agency. And I'm not gonna say no for an answer. Wanna come with me? Sure. Time skip to even later. We found Tamaki. Poor innocent Tamaki. And Kiri jumped at him immediately, begging for him to take him to the work agency. I saw Joel next to them. Oh, actually, I was gonna come find you. Come find me? Yeah. You're looking for a work study, right? My boss wants to ask you if you want to join hers. My eyes lit up. Really? Mm-hmm. At that, Kiri went with Tamaki, and I went with Jewel. It was set. We were going to go and see if we could join the agencies. This'll be cool. We can go tomorrow. Alright? Okay. This is going to be awesome. I got home. Well, to the dorms. Weird how I keep calling that home. It kind of feels like it, I guess. I got back to the dorms, and I saw Izuku there. Hey, Uku, what you doing? I have to do an interview tomorrow. Oh, for the work study? Who you work studying for? I don't know if you remember. Do you remember a person named Sir Night-Eye? You mean the one who can see into the future? An old friend of All Might thing? I've seen... You gush about All Might a lot. Sorry, but yeah, him. You're gonna try to get into the agency with him? Mm-hmm. What about you? Well, I had no luck at first, but then Kiri told me about that he wanted to go ask Tamaki about his agency. You know, the kids that came over? Mm-hmm. I bumped into Jewel, and apparently her agency wants to hire me. So I'll be going over tomorrow to go fill in the details. Oh, that's cool. Yep. What's wrong? No, I'm just worried about mine. I mean, it's not like a solid one like yours. What are you worried for? Your heart, your soul, and your mental power are enough. You'll make it through. I know you will. You're too good to pass up. That is 100%. When it comes to qualities that you lack, there's not much to really look at. What are you talking about? I have a lot of bad qualities. The only bad qualities I know that you have is cooking and baking. Everything else your heart and soul goes into, and you do great. You need to believe in yourself more. I know you have a lot of doubts. And I know you think that sometimes you don't deserve the things that you get. I patted him on the head. But trust me, with your determination, you really do. You deserve a lot more. Especially for that little heart of yours. Your heart's so big, I'm surprised it's not popping out of your body. I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing or... Come on. I pulled Uku into a hug. Now, no more negative thoughts. You're gonna do great, okay? I promise. And I bet it won't even take that long for them to want to hire you. I'm gonna say the most it'll take is about 30 minutes. Yeah, about 30 minutes. I think it'll take a lot longer than that. With your heart and soul? Doubt it. Just stay calm and show a brave face. Everyone loves a person with pride. I'll do my best. That's my Uku. Now, come on. What's wrong? Oh, before I left, I just made some cookies and I was letting them cool. Why do you multitask all the time? What do you mean? I bet you were making phone calls the entire time you were baking. I don't know, it gave me peace of mind. It's fun. Let's just go get something. Time skip till the next day. I got a text pretty early in the morning. Luckily, I was really excited about my work studies, so I actually managed to wake up early. Somewhat. It was around 9-ish, I want to say. I think. Well, it was like 9-ish, 8-ish, around there. Early for me, unless it's a school day, then that's not too early. Early for me on a weekend. It was from Jewel. Oh yeah, I gave her my number. I forgot about that. She said that she was gonna wait for me at the entrance of UA. Okay, so we'll just meet there. Should I wear like proper clothing or... Nah, I'll just go for my uniform. Should I go for my uniform? Should I be worried about what I'm doing? Should I not overanalyze this? Great. Anxiety. Love it. Awesome. This is so much fun. I eventually gave up 10 texter. Should I wear regular clothing or my uniform? Just wear regular clothing. It's fine. She doesn't need to see all your prim proper stuff. Okay. Sigh of relief. I put on a new outfit. It looks like a lot of my other outfits, but this one had longer sleeve cuffs things. Yee! I put on my little blue outfit. Comfy. Okay, I can do this. I mean, they did say they wanted to hire me, right? I'm pretty sure I still have to try out, but... nerves. Alright. I took one step outside and then a gust of wind flew past me. Huh? Is that? Pretty sure that was my bro. Did you have to go so fast? He messed my hair up. It took me forever to get it this way. Alright. It's my usual hairstyle, but hey, it's coming back better. Somewhat. Kinda, I guess. It's good enough. It's good enough, right? Okay. Whew. Okay. Come on, Ryan. You tell Uku not to be nervous, and then you get nervous yourself. Whew, okay. I took off. Time to go. I used my quirk to help me glide a little bit better. I heard people complaining that I was leaving without making any form of sweet for breakfast. But I figured Sato could just come up with something. Considering whenever I can't make anything, he makes something. And whenever he can't make anything, I make something. And then sometimes we have a baking competition randomly on weekends, but you know, that's fine. Usual fun stuff. Anywho, I want to make minis out of that. Ryan eventually gets there. That took you longer than expected. Sorry. Bit of a dilemma. Don't worry, you're only about half a minute late. What? Oh, I didn't text you what time to be here, No, man. I just got here too, don't worry. I just expected you to already be anyway. Let's just go. Me and Joel talked for a while, and eventually got to the agency. Oh, my anxiety. I got this. Why are you so nervous? I don't know, it's it's a little bit like the real deal. In a way, it actually kind of is the real deal, I suppose. I guess I'm just thrilled to actually be able to get out there. What made your agency want to hire me anyway? Oh, you'll probably find out the moment you walk in. And why is that? You'll find out. We entered into the building, and immediately we were rushed by a nice-looking lady. Hi, I'm the receptionist of this building. It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. Someone likes to talk about everyone she meets in school. You force me to. Well, you never give me enough juicy details. No, you must be Wyan Midoriya, but people call you Midori, right? According to what I've heard. I have no idea. Anyway, let's go. Whoa! Told you. I see what you mean. Oh, please don't be talking bad about me. Already? This is gonna be so much fun. We get rushed into a room. Hey! Okay, here you go. And we got swung inside. The door closed. She's a lot, isn't she? Hi. Hello. I've heard a lot about you from our darling jewelry here. I heard. You seem very genuine and nice. Huh? Sorry. I like to picture a character when I see her. My name's Kenji. Just call me that. Once we get into our first patrol, I'll go more in detail. I'm pretty sure you know my hero name. I see. Anywho, I'm pretty sure you know a few things about this place, considering my ranking. I do. I was a little shocked to find out that Joel worked for this agency. When she told me she was working for an agency, I didn't expect it to be you. Hope I'm not disappointing. No! In fact, it's a bit relieving. That's good to hear. Okay. Now, I'm gonna be a little bit serious for a minute. We go through a lot in my agency. There's a lot of stuff that happens here. Not a lot of friendly stuff. If you know me very well, if you know a little bit about me, then you'll probably know that my agency takes care of very heavy cases. Not very often do we take care of small ones. Occasionally we'll do, but normally that'll be the psychics taking care of the small cases. Your first one will probably be a small case. But if we do need you for a tough case, you have to be ready for it. So, it's gonna be a real quick training test. After the training test, if I know you can handle it, which I'm pretty sure you can, then I'll definitely sign you up and you'll be part of the agency. As simple as that. I see. Alright. Did you happen to bring your hero costume with you? I did, just in case. Luckily I thought of it. Phew. Almost didn't bring it. I thought in my head. That's good. But I want you to have to wear one of ours immediately. Trust me, you don't want to. I'm guessing it looks weird? I don't know. Our receptionist made the outfits for people who don't bring their costumes when they're trying to get to work here. Let's just say they're a little less than convenient. Ah, I see. Alright, this way. Come on. It was weird how, as I was following them, it was kind of weird. She said to call her Kenji, right? Her hero name was Hematite. After a form of gem, I think. Normally, people would think of her as a very cold person. But some people would say that she has a pretty big funny side. They showed in this one interview that there was a small child that got a little injured and was crying. And for the first time in a long time, she softly smiled and made a small little joke for the child, which made the child laugh. She's a good person. Just a little mean on the outside. But really nice on the inside. Based off what I've heard. I haven't heard much about Jewel. She seems nice, calm, and collected. Kind of reminds me of Todoroki. But Todoroki acts a little different. I don't know how to describe it. Alright, right here are the changing rooms, and after that, you can go and proceed with me over here. I'll be waiting in this room. Alright? Okay. I enter inside and grab my bag from my side. Okay. So far, so good. I got changed into my hero costume. That's my upgrade. Okay. Whew. I placed my earpiece in my ear. I hate when Katsuki touch my stuff. My mind went back to that one time where I threw my earpiece at Katsuki and when he caught it. Now it smells like caramel. And I can't get the smell out. Because it's like mechanical and metal and it's like a phone, so I can't exactly just like tap it with water and try to clean it. I have to be very careful, and since I have to be very careful, I can't really get the scent out. So I have a permanent caramel scent next to my ear, which I don't mind at all. But it just made me think too much. Oh well. Okay. Let's go. Exit out of the room. And then went into the door she told me to go to. In there was a big training area. Huge training area. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Wow. In simple sense, you're going to run the course while being attacked. Attacked? Jewel here will be testing you. Don't worry, she'll go easy. Mostly. But you have to be able to keep up your own, be able to fend her off while making it to the end of the course. Alright? And one other thing. You'll have to hold this the entire time. She handed me a workout bag type thing. You know those bags they have to that are heavy weights? She handed me one of those. She handed me this weight bag that are used for workouts. I have to run this really long course, fighting Jewel, while holding this? You got a problem with that? No, ma'am. Well, this isn't ideal, but this should be fine. Okay. I use my quirk to hold the really heavy weight. It was heavy, so it took a little bit of my quirk. And I used my own quirk to make me a little bit more movable. And begin. It started off with me having to go through these. It's kind of like monkey bars, but like they're loops. So I had to jump onto those. I had to hop from each one while Jewel was being so nice and was already with an army of things to throw at me. I didn't know her quirk, did I? Dang, I should have asked. Oh well. Apparently it looks something similar to my mom's quirk, but a lot more powerful. She can move things. I'm not sure if it's with her mind or something else. But the point is, she can move things. I'm not sure if she can control exactly where they move, because they're not exactly moving freely. They're kind of moving towards me and then moving back around. I quickly dodged all of them, being very careful with the weight that was floating next to my hands. I went from side to side, up, went around looping, bit of a twirl, being very careful with the weight and dodging repeatedly. I grabbed one of the items that she had. It was fighting against my quirk, really badly. I managed to move it faster, and I saw something fall off. There, it launched towards her. She quickly got out of the way, and from that, I was able to complete the first task. The thing that fell off. Maybe she's controlling it with something, possibly. I went to the next one. The next one was a bit of a more dodgy thing. It was like I think it's supposed to resemble like rubble being all over the place, because I had to basically go around into tight corners, moving all around, being very careful with the weight, and so on and so forth. Everything around me started to move. I could tell Jewel was doing something to make everything move again. Maybe there's things on here. If so, I covered myself in a layer of my quirk and a little bit of an outer. One of the items came towards me, and the weight near my hands, sorry. It almost hit me from behind, but I used my quirk to make sure it catches it, and instantly takes off the thing, bringing it back towards me, shooting it back up at her. I look at it. It looked like a button of sorts. I flip it to the side. I turn my glasses on. The little claw extends and my glasses appear. A few more times for me moving, and a few more of me throwing stuff back at her, removing the buttons, and moving them to the side. I could see a tiny thing moving in the distance as well. I stopped for a second, taking a little bit of cover. As it started to move, I managed to find where the button was at using my quirk. Luckily, the things that were in front of me were dark colored, so it was very easy to hide my quirk in it. I managed to find it and pull it off. So when she tried to move it, it ended up falling the wrong way from the stuff that was underneath that ended up moving instead. I think she can only control certain parts, maybe, at a certain amount of time. From this, it moved a big clump out of the way. And when that happened, I went ahead and shot out all three of the things that were in front of me that she now made it very easy to move, which meant I didn't have to use a lot of my quirk. All three flew at her, and she had a bit of trouble trying to dodge it. which gave me a lot more time to try to sneak past the next level, which I did. Once I got past the next level, it was time for the last one. This one was a bit weirder. I had to slide down this thing with random things in the way. It was a slide that had little bumps on it that I had to avoid. Kinda like skiing and avoiding trees, in a way, but like a lot smaller instead of trees. I'm trying to avoid rocks. We'll go with like that example. I had to get down there to the finish line. All I'm focusing on sliding and avoiding everything. And at this point, she had a lot more ammo. Great. I was able to slip through all of it as I was carefully holding the weight in my hands. I held it closer. I'm guessing the weight's supposed to resemble like a child. I held the top of its head. And, well, the top of the weight, where if it was a child, their head would be, and held their waist carefully, and held them closer to my chest. From there, I used my quirk to help me slide through all of the things being thrown at me and the things below, using my quirk to help me recognize when things were coming. I was focusing more on what the obstacles were ahead, while my quirk was helping me realize what was happening above me. From using both of these, I managed to slip through just fine. Towards the end, Jewel came up and charged at me. A frontal attack. That's new. I quickly moved the weight out of my hands very carefully as I moved around, tripping Jewel. She started to slide down too, almost hitting one of the obstacles before I moved her out of the way. I very carefully grabbed the child weight thing in my hand again, as carefully and as gentle as possible, as I continued down the slide thing. Eventually I made it to the end of the slide, and now I was just running to the finish line, which was not that far away. As I was trying to run, I felt something grab my leg and I started to fall. I carefully grabbed the child and carefully put it, as I was being slowly dragged, I carefully put the child down on the finish line. As I flipped my leg up, doing a kind of a front flip back to where I was at, making Jewel let go of my leg, running and to the safe point, where I completed everything. I heard clapping. Hold on. I heard clapping. Not bad for your first time, and not bad against Jewel, one of my prized interns. I noticed how gently you were trying to hold that weight in your hands. What were you picturing it as? Well, I thought maybe you were trying to resemble it as a child that I was trying to rescue while being attacked by a villain. These situations happen often, I'm guessing, when it comes to big events. So I just try to treat it as gently as possible, in case of anything major. I noticed how very carefully you took care of the weight, and how very easily you were able to deflect her attacks. And it even seemed like you figured out maybe what her quirk was. Did you not tell her your quirk? I have not yet. I saw something that looked like a button. I'm guessing you were using those to control those? In a way. In all, you did great for your first time. After a little bit more practice, it probably will be a breeze. You won't even have to try, and you'll probably make it to the finish line in half your time, after 2 more rounds of practice. And you did great. I would love to have you on my team, as one of my sidekicks. What do you say? I would love to. We shake hands and then we go back to her office. Well, we change and then go back to her office. There she fills out the form and I get to take it back to school. I call Kiri and it turns out our agencies were actually pretty close to each other. That's awesome. He said he had just finished himself and he was actually heading to my agency, since Tamaki had told him that it was pretty close. He told me he would swing by and we can go get something to eat on the way back. Are you sure that's gonna be a good idea, Kiri? You know, sometimes Katsuki cooks for us, and every time he does and we don't eat, he gets angry. More angry than usual. I remember. Nah, but I already called Denki and he said that he wasn't making anything. Alright then. Any idea where to go? I was thinking about this place. Oh, I love that place! Alright. You guys can choose what place you guys want to go. Whatever you want. It can even be McDonald's if you want. I don't know if they have McDonald's in Japan. I'm pretty sure McDonald's is everywhere, so if you guys want to go there, I don't know. Depends on what you guys want. I know they have KFC in Japan. Anyway. I head outside my agency and wait around for a bit, talking to Kiri on the phone the entire time. After a while, I see him. I see you! I see you too. I'm gonna hang up now. Alright. He hangs up and then runs towards me. Yo, Midori! What up? We talk and then head to the restaurant. At the restaurant, we ordered. I got my favorite. My favorite thing from that place, anyway. And both me and Kiri ate to our heart's content. I really hope Katsuki did not decide to cook late, because if he does, we're dead. I know. Is it good? Of course. I love this place. Same. What were you guys talking about yesterday? Oh, at least like a couple days ago, I guess. What are you talking about? Well, how do I phrase this in a non-offensive way? You and the girls were talking, and, we heard a door slam coming from that direction, and then a door slam from your room. Are you okay? Oh, that. Do you remember that time where, we all saw my past? I'm sorry. Does it have something to do with that? Yeah, the girls kind of, pushed me into telling them a story, and it wasn't the best one. Oh man, that's not manly at all. I'm pretty sure they didn't mean it. They were just trying to look for some gossip on, like, relationship stuff. What? Oh, they think I'm weird because I don't have crushes on people, and that, because, I don't know, it's a weird topic to me. I don't really crush. I have no idea how to phrase it. I think I understand. So you don't like anybody? I'm not one to crush on people. I guess I'm too focused on the future to think about dating in the future. I think I'd rather wait. I don't know. They put something in my head the other day and now I can't stop thinking about it. What'd they say? Well, they told me if I had to have a crush on anybody in class, who would it be? And then when I told them that I don't really think it could be anybody because I haven't known people long enough in our class. Even if they're really nice and everyone's super kind, I just haven't known people enough. Then they brought up Katsuki, and then it got me thinking. I mean, we're good friends. Right? I don't know. It's so right to be conflicted with how you feel. I know, I have to think about a few things about what I feel. Are you okay, Kiri? Yeah. I guess I just had a weird talk at my new agency. I'm still proud of you for getting in. Did you have a doubt? Not even for a second. I knew you would do it. But you did seem off when you came back. What do you mean? You look like you had like a long day. Something happened or something. Was it an emotional talk? A little bit. I side-hugged Kiri. Since we were in a booth, it was kind of hard to turn. I side-hugged Kiri. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'm gonna be a manly hero one day. You really will be. We're all gonna be great heroes. I believe in us. Oh, Kiri? Yeah? I think you need to dye your hair again. Why is that? Well, your hair's been getting a little darker recently, and, there's a strand of black hair already. Oh, man. I recently bought dye because I noticed that my hair was getting darker. Think you could help? Of course! If you guys don't remember by any chance, Wyan met Kiri with black hair first at the entrance exam. That's how she knows that he had different hair color. If you guys don't remember, just saying. They headed back to the dorms, laughing and enjoying company. Where the heck were you two all day? We had to go to our agencies, which we both got in, by the way. Congratulations. Now, where were you all day? Went to eat afterwards. What's wrong? Suddenly, Katsuki's eyes went devilish. Dang it, he did cook, didn't he? Funny story. I happened to make a really good dish tonight. And now you two won't be able to eat it, will you? We can eat it tomorrow. It won't have the same flavor tomorrow, will it? No? Exactly. But you two decided I'm gonna go and eat some food. Denki told me you were gonna cook today. Oh, did he? Well, turns out he was wrong. And now I'm mad. Your stomachs better be freaking empty in the next 5 hours. I'm pretty sure I'll still stay the same. And if you guys are not fully starving in 5 hours, too bad. You're gonna have to shove it down your... Beep. Got it? Understood? 100%. Good. Katsuki left. I told you we shouldn't have eaten. I didn't think he was going to make anything. The both of us, terrified, went to the bathroom. We made sure no one saw the both of us and went into the bathroom. We went to grab his the hair dye supplies that he had left in there and snuck out. Okay, now, to your room. Let's go. We snuck into Kiri's room. He put down a sheet and tried to get his hair. Can you... Yeah, don't worry, I got it. The both of us worked together to make sure his hair got to its perfect shade of red. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just I don't like seeing my hair the way it used to be. I think you look fine both ways. Either with black hair, red hair. You could have indigo hair. I think you look good because you're you. As long as you enjoy what you look like, then I think that's all that matters to me. You're really too nice for your own good, you know that? Huh? What do you mean? Nothing. Thanks. We should probably hurry before Bakubro kills us. Yeah, he seemed pretty mad. The both of us cleaned up and then headed over to the kitchen, where we were forced to shove more food down our gullets. It was not fair. I had to release my quirk while I was eating because I couldn't. I'm not supposed to overfeed myself. My quirk will produce too much. Now I had to release a lot of my quirk, which made me tired. No fair. I'm not supposed to be quirk training right now. No fair. Kiri looked like he had to explode. The both of us ate a lot at that restaurant. And this wasn't very helpful. Denki apologized to us like 8 times. The girls gave me a full apology a couple days ago, but it seemed like every day they wanted to apologize again and again. I kept telling them it was alright and that I was sorry for going on for so long, which they all reassured me was fine. I headed back to my room. So, now I'm gonna start in a hero agency. I was gonna start soon, I know that. I needed to turn the paper in. Actually, I just got the paper today. Tomorrow I'm gonna turn it in. Wait, I haven't seen Izuku all day. I left my room real quick. Hey, guys! Huh? I thought you were heading to bed. I was, but where's Izuku? I haven't seen him all day. Oh, he's been in his room. Oh no. I ran to his room as fast as possible. I knocked on his door. Uku? Hold on, coming. He opened it. Lion, you're not sad. But you've been in your room all day. Well, I just went into my room not that long ago. When did you get back? You were really late today. What were you doing? Nothing. I was just hanging out with Kiri. We went to go get something to eat. But Kachan made food today. We found that out later. Yikes. No. What happened with your agency? I got in. I had to do a training exercise, but other than that, I got in. Something similar happened to me. I had to try to retrieve something from him while he was holding it. And, did you retrieve it? No, but he said that I amazed him in another way, and he was going to add me anyway, so I was able to go. I told you were gonna get in. How long did you wait to get in? Sorry, but it was almost like an hour. If you're lying to me, I'm not. Anywho, but yeah, I got in. I'm guessing Kirishima got in too? Mm-hmm. He got in, I got in, and you got in. Also, I heard Ochako and Frappy got into an agency too, right? Yeah, I think they got recommended to one. That's awesome. Me and Uku talked for a bit. After a little bit, I went back to my dorm, waving bye. Tomorrow, I start my agency. Tomorrow is the beginning of a lot. I turn in the paper, I go over, collect my schedule, find out if I'm working either tomorrow, the following day. I might work right on the spot. I guess I'll find out later. Alright, my little mangoes, well, this is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you, mangoes! There's gonna be more videos uploaded tomorrow, and, sorry that I'm posting so late. Also, in the poll I very recently, put up on YouTube, on me channel, in my community, there was a poll. I don't know if you guys saw it. There were 66 votes, so I figured a few of you saw it. And 56% of you wanted FNAF. And I've made 8 photos. I've drawn so many pictures of FNAF because I've been dying to do a FNAF episode for so long. So, yes. Yeah. Someone wanted me to do a FNAF one, but like with Wyan in it. But I already did one with Wyan in it, and I haven't done one for like an actual series. So what I'm going to do is make a part 2 of like Wyan going into FNAF 2 and do that, but like on another date. So maybe if that's okay. But I really want to do a FNAF main series. I've been dying to do it. I had created like an entire fanfic and I can't share it unless I get people allowing me to. So yes. Plus I've already made so many pictures for it. It's perfect. I made like 4, which normally I only make 1. The last time I made 4 pictures for something was the Spring Princess episode. The last one. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna end this here because I'm pretty sure this is it's an hour long. This is an hour long. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had enjoyed making it. It took me 5 tries to get the intro right, but hey, that's fine. Once I get started, I normally don't mess up. So, yay! Let's just head right in, right out to the outro. Anyway, I'm so awkward. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna stop repeating myself, and I'm just gonna say goodbye. Hope you guys had fun. If you guys did not check out that post where I put a poll up, you can go ahead and do that right after this episode. Yay! Alright, bye, my little mangoes. Stay safe, stay clean, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, my little mangoes!